Hi, and welcome to this week's Express Flow all around improving shoulder rotation. So, this is the movement of the rotator cuff, which can be a source of pain and problems for many people. And you might even be one of those people that gets pain in the front of the shoulder, finds it really hard to turn the arm back or turn the arm in. So, we're going to work on this movement, and it will help with things like Panchamayurasana, back bending, Gormakasana. Anytime that your shoulder is rotating, and it's a functional movement that we all should feel comfortable with. So let's get into it. So we're going to have one of each band and your 2 yoga bricks. Just take a moment, roll the inner thighs back and wide, push the fingertips into the floor, lift through the sides of the body, roll the shoulders back, and then when you feel nice and lifted, rest the hands onto the thighs, allowing the eyes to close. Yeah, starting to tune into your breath wherever you are today, whether it's morning or night. Here I'm sitting, it's just before 7 a.m. Got up early to get some filming done. It feels good to be up early. It's still a bit dark outside. And I just want you to be aware of any stories that come up about your shoulders. You know, I suffered from chronic shoulder pain for many years. And my right shoulder still gives me jip every once in a while, but I know how to manage it now. And doing what we're going to do today is one of the big pieces of the puzzle. So if you have any stories that arise about your shoulders today, just be aware, notice how those stories affect your capacity to heal and to move forward and to try new things. Beliefs about our joints are really embedded into who we are. They're part of our story as a part of our personality almost, of what's happened to us in our lives and why are we the way we are. I just noticed that today. One more breath. Great, opening the eyes. Let's just start with some swimmers so we can get a little baseline of how our shoulders are rotating. So you're going to rotate it back. And so our goal today, when we're doing these rotations, is to keep the head of the arm bone back and the shoulder blades neutral. So when we go into internal rotation, we don't want the shoulder to roll forward. We want to keep the shoulder back so that we are targeting here, the cuff. Because the thing is, if you do this all the time, when you go into internal rotation and your shoulder rolls forward, your shoulder blade is just moving the arm. It's not the muscle itself rotating the arm, which are two different movements. So see if you can feel the difference right between that and that. And one arm might be easier to keep back than the other. And one arm might be way tighter than the other. Mine is way tighter. So noticing these things. A couple more. Great. Okay, let's get a band. Get your band and pop it underneath your right hip. So we're going to start with some external rotation now. And you're going to lift up. You're going to rotate the arm bone back and forward. And again, trying to keep this rolling. Pull back, forward. Shoulder blade, nice and flush, neutral. Back, forward. Back, forward. Back, forward. You might feel these muscles down here, the lats, the trapezia, all starting to fire. Forward. 8. 9. One more. 10. Good. Other side. Okay, sitting on that band. Taking it up. And we'll rotate it back. Forward. Back. Forward. Back. Shoulder back. And if it helps to put your hand here to make sure this is pinned back as you go. 8, 2 more, 9, 1 more, 10. Good. Give it a little roll. Nice. Okay, come up from that. Get your little mini band around the wrists. Okay, so we're going to turn up. Okay, so we're in that externally rotated position. We can change across of our shins. So you're going to push. Try to keep the arms externally rotated for as long as possible. Up and back. Because we're working the rotator cuff, we're going to keep the shoulder blades still today. All right, you're not going to get as much flexion right as that. But now I've elevated the scapula. In order to get that full range, I want us to just work on the rotator cuff, what that's doing, and get that into its full range. So keep the shoulder blades steady. Push. Ribs in. And the other thing that happens if your rotation isn't good here, then you compensate here, right? One joint will take over when there's a limitation in another. So noticing compensations. Down. Press. Down. A few more. Push. Okay, one more here. We'll go into internal. Push. Good. Okay, now in. This one feels weird. Okay, shoulders back. Push out. Push out. And it's these weird ranges that really help to improve the whole range because we're giving the shoulders this new input of like, oh, I've never moved that way before. What's the sensation? Right? And that more information equals less pain. Pain occurs when our joints don't know what's happening, something that feels unsafe. Good. Up. 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 One more. Up. Very good. Okay, all fours. Okay, so we're going to start with our clock. And you're going to have your hands down. And you're going to think about taking your hand like a clock. Okay, so it's going to look like this. I'm going to go 12, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm just moving it around my clock. Last one. That one's hard. Okay, other side. Here we go. Okay, 2 full rounds. Up. Good. Release. Sit back for a second. Rest. Okay, now we'll take it into the circles. So you're going to circle, circle, wax on, wax off, circle. One more. Good, other side. Really push out. Good. Release. A little bit of kneeling shoulder cars. I love this one for rotation. Okay, so we're going to set up with our our hands forward. Okay, so this is limiting our range, right? So this is really going to target the shoulder more versus if we did it standing. Okay, so you might find it's a little bit harder. Okay, you're going to start thumb up. Okay, you're going to try today, remember, because we're working on the rotator cuff, you're not going to go all the way with the shoulder blade. You're going to keep it back. So we're working just that rotator cuff. Might not get it as high. You're going to open it out to the side, press it back. Internal rotation, up and up your back. Keep that shoulder back. Take it out to the side, around and down. So, relaxing that upper trap. Forward. Up. Head back. Turn. Extend. Lift. Rotate. One more. Try not to sink it. Keep it back. And rotate. Back. And release. Good rest. Breathe through your nose. Good, other side. Okay, thumb up. Gonna keep that shoulder blade neutral today. Up, out, back, in, up and back. Rotate it up the back. Reverse. And down. Take it up, out, in, back. Keep that shoulder blade as neutral as you can. Okay, one more. It should feel challenging. If it's not, you're probably not doing it right. Release. Breathe. Okay, forearms down. Let's practice dropping them forward. So we're going to do that rotation from the arm bone. And rope the arms out. Both elbows drop and lift. Drop and lift. Okay, try. Elbows, external rotation, drop, lift, rotate them in. Drop, lift, drop, lift. So let's try our dolphin. Down, tuck toes. We haven't done much hamstring stuff, so just bent knees today. Hips up. Good, knees down. Lift back. Turn down. Lift up. And down. Turn back. And lift. Okay, now both hands up. Downward facing dog. Okay, right foot forward. Back knee down. Just wiggle that foot out a little bit. Coming up. Okay, arms into our cactus. Pinning those shoulders back. Lifting the chest. Okay, alternating arms. One down. Two, shoulder back. Down, rotate. 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 Ribs in. Good, up, bend. Little knee past toe action. Always good to work on our knees every day. Ankles up, chest up, rotated. Good, hands to the floor. Inhale to plank, exhale to your belly. Okay, onto our left side. Now into a little bit more internal rotation. So you're going to lie on your left side. You're going to get your left arm so that the shoulder blade is neutral in the back. It's not coming forward. You're going to bend the arm into 90. Okay, and you're going to start to move it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into a passive stretch first. Make sure the shoulder blade's on the back. Push down. Let's hold that passive stretch. Noticing the difference from one side to the other, and then forward and back. Really sweating today. It's hot in here. Okay, go down. Okay, now push down, now push up. Oh, yeah. Hold that, hold that, hold that. Oh, release. Good, other side. Good, okay. Shoulder blade on the back, so you don't want it all the way forward, right? Because then, see, the shoulder blade is doing the work for you. So we got to isolate that a few times. And if you can see the range on this arm, which is my injured, where I was injured, the difference in my internal rotation. So push down. It's better, but it's definitely less than my other side. Good, forward and back. And then isometric hold, down and then push up. Oh yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Very nice, everyone. Downward facing dog, left foot forward. Back knee down. Come up into your lunge. We'll do both arms the same this time. Pin back. Tailbone down, ribs in. So we're not compensating anywhere. And this is not rolling forward. Back, up, and back. You might hear some crunching. I do. Good, go down. Forward and back. Pull my foot back a little bit so I get more range in my knee and ankle. Go, now external rotation. And release. Fantastic. Inhale, plank. Exhale to our belly. Get a break. Okay, so last drill here. So arm onto the brick. Head down into the hand. And again, shoulder blade on the back. And then start doing your rotation. Really work on that end range. Try to rotate just another couple millimeters. Good, now lift. Lift up. Up. Good, those rear delts getting a good workout. Good. Going to the other side, 8 and 8. Okay. All right, and this side, if you're right-handed, might feel more awkward. Not as strong. Up and down one. More. 5. 1 more. 8. Good. Everything up now. Okay, first rotate it back. External rotation. Up. Left legs Release. Repeat again. External rotation first. Tailbone, chest, legs up. And release. Whew, good. Windshield over the legs. Press back to down dog. Walk through. Lying onto your back. Great job, everybody. Give yourself a squeeze. Roll to your left. So testing this internal rotation, get the shoulder blade on the back. Get the arm as high up as you can. Lie onto it, see how that feels. Get that shoulder back. Other side. Pin the shoulder back. Oh, as you can see, I can get a lot more range on my left side, but that's okay. This isn't painful anymore. That's the main thing. That used to hurt to do that. But if you're found there's certain things hurt, a little discomfort's okay. We're giving these joints new information by moving them in new ways. So just keep at it. Release. Arms by your sides. Tailbone long. Inner gaze towards your heart. A few minutes of rest, acknowledging the work that you did. Starting to deepen your breath. Bringing some movement to your fingers and toes, rolling to one side. And then coming up to a comfortable seat, hands over the heart. And we bow our heads to our hearts in gratitude for this time that we have to practice together, move together, breathe together, improve the health of our joints and how they feel. And we'll finish with one Om today, taking a big inhale. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. And, if you are struggling with shoulder pain, I'd love to have you join us in the 7-day shoulder rescue course. The link is in my bio. And you can really start seeing results in really just a few days with targeted movements using a resistance band. So hope to see you inside the course.